Meowlo. Well, maybe I should just start everything with Meowdy. Hello, hello. I am not quest locked on this quest. For now, I probably will be. But for now, I can start it. I can maybe get him a name today. It's probably not gonna happen, but hello. Don't mind my capped resin. I'm very good at this. Don't mind my unexplored Sumeru. Do not perceive that. But yeah, I am not I'm not late-ish. I didn't set up really last second. Doopity-doo. Not at all. Up here? I really don't know what to name him though, that's the thing. His name is Screaming! Oh no, it's up. Here. Aha, oh.
Come on, serious suggestions,
The
please.
shield!
I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
I mean, they're usually persuasive arguments. I have seen theses that are usually throwing shade at other theses. It's actually really fun. Yes, I am the voice of Kirara, and who is the best courier? Gold level courier? Probably only gold level courier? Don't quote me on that. I have no idea. Makoto. Oh! What do I call him? I'll figure that out.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
I mean, I could also just call him like Evangelion or like Shinji or something. I mean, listen, you gotta have a good hook in your title for someone to read your thesis. Because theses are long. You gotta get them invested. Sawada, you're, don't trust you.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person.
Honestly, really good thesis topic. I agree. Very interesting. Yeah, my character made her appearance at the TCG event. She was very sus, unfortunately. It's fine. It wasn't her.
I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
No, you can't. You can't write a literature review around dramatization. I'm sorry, I'm just having like all these flashbacks to like my capstone from grad school. I'm just sitting here like, oh, you can't get away with that. Oh shoot, 90 Kirara, let's go! Get that chunky shield. Or burst, I don't know how you build her.
But
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma. Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here is just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Great! Let's go find out what this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
We know like several people who love mysteries. Ooh, you got Alhaitham? Nice! I also have an Alhaitham that I cannot build right now. Oh shoot, your flight got cancelled? I am so sorry. I hope that the internet is at least okay. British accent guy in Sumeru wearing a Inazuma. It's fine. Why am I on the roof? It's fine. Oh, I wish I had the Nilu sword. Oh, I mean, Bailu's more of a healer than a shielder, from what I recall. Oh, I got dragged into another
Alright, I
cutscene.
guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Well, there's only ever one traveler in all of this world. No one else ever travels. That's illegal.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Well, you know what? Unlimited data. Let's go. He wanders around without being technically called the Wanderer.
Hey, what's up with this? Don't believe us?
Okay, I'll leave.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much. Our social skills are kind of lacking.
You know what? I feel that. That's fair. Canadian traveler.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
Listen, we are the traveler. We are, no one else is allowed to be a traveler, ever.
Actually, we don't.
That's why we don't get a
know much
name.
about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Ah, I see.
I mean,
My teacher chose
We're gonna
this
figure it
area of
out.
research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive or a first read?
I just realized that this must be so much harder to do now that they've lost the internet.
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
How long is this essay?
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade.
Ooh, what got me into voice acting? This is in the ye old days of, I think, middle to high school. I did a lot of acting in like school plays and stuff. And then it hit my brain in like high school much later than it should have for me to make this connection of like, wait a second, I like games and anime and animation and cartoons and things. That's a type of acting. Hold on, wait a second. So that's kind of how that ended up happening. Like particularly with Kid Icarus Uprising, like I loved the voice acting in that game. That was so much fun.
But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy
Oh,
it
what?
and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows.
Katsuragi, isn't that like the fire god that ended up killing Izanami in like the creation myth or something? I might be misremembering. Uprising is so good. Pyron is so good. Okay, listen, I love all the characters in that game. Like, especially for like how early in the 3DS's lifespan it was, like genuinely, it used everything. It's no. Listen, but full ice cream gives you health. You played yourself? Yeah, sure, that works. Shazamity Lamb. How did you build a racetrack without hands? Hard work and determination. Anyway, I could quote that all day. Regardless. Oh, thank you. Her deliveries. Ba-dum-ts.
Apart from the sword maker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who
That makes
dances
sense.
funny or acts in an unusual way.
I mean, like Kabuki theater, that makes sense.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This Kabuki Mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
God, I want a sequel to that game too. But like the game devs for that like disbanded after that one game. Which, yeah, from what I recall, Sakurai doesn't really like making sequels. It's why he left Kirby, I think. But man, I would even be down for like a remake on the Switch at this point. Although I don't know how they would do it. Yeah. The Among Us. Okay, listen, everyone thinks I'm a genius, but if you look at my side of the stream, I'm just sitting here like, hey, how does this work? Like, I'm just asking chat constantly, like, I don't know how this works. Let me go and try this. I'm lost. And it's just, oh my gosh, that was a stream.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
Oh, this guy's so excited. I am doing well. I've finally received a paint pen today, and it is so shiny, and I love it, and it makes me very happy. For totally unrelated reasons that I'm still working on behind the scenes. I don't know why he's impressed. I played myself. I have gaslit myself. Maybe. Literally, it's not faking it if it was true. My play at doing successful lying is to not lie and to tell as much of the truth as I could, which is literally just, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. How does this work? Let me look at this thing. And that the stars aligned on that last bit there because, oh my gosh, I didn't know to do the keys task. I just saw a task near me to fake, so I just did it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Speaking of getting lucky, yeah, you're right.
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out.
Everyone lost Jenny's friendship. Didn't you see the forum?
It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago.
Oh, they have records from that far back. Good on them for being organized. Did I class deb everyone? So, I got imposter 3 times, by the way. The first time, I think I did do a couple kills. The second time, I got caught very easily. The third time, I won by not killing anybody. So, I think I scared the heck out of Zach because I just didn't kill anyone while he's just there dead. But I was just sitting there going like, I can't get away with this. They travel in pairs. I don't know what to do. And then they just took themselves out and I was very surprised.
Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously
Park?
enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Yeah, I won via Erica's paranoia because like, listen, you can't predict someone who doesn't know the game because they're gonna do everything wrong. And then when they do something right, you never expect it. Oh yeah, no, the first actual game, I just died immediately. I got cornered and just got murdered. Meowdered. Always keep them guessing, including yourself. Always guess your next move, never know what you're doing, and then you might win.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
Thanks for recapping, Paimon. I kind of lost track. What was
That's
happening?
right. What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
You know what? Now I know why the Kazuha story quest was important to this.
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
No, actually, you can't be sus if you don't do anything sus. I just played like a normal person for the most part.
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
Ooh, this guy also has like a corkboard with a lot of red string on it, probably. That's also true. People get thrown under the bus for really random reasons. Sometimes you just exist. And that just gives you a target on your back. I'm pretty sure that if I play again, I'm just gonna get immediately targeted. Because like... Ooh, posture check. Oh, I'm not allowed to slouch? Ridiculous. Shara killed me like 3 times. Attempted 4. Yeah, I really like a lot of these characters. I don't think I would be allowed to get a Kirara model. I'm working on my own though right now. It's judging by the kaha, it's crow themed. It's being worked on. Ooh. I'm actually like drawing alerts and stuff right now, and shading is the bane of my existence.
The Kaidahara clan?
Do I ship any of the characters? I played the 5th because that is a minefield. I refuse to walk out into that. I ship them in happiness. I ship the characters and not being taken out by Honkai. Yes, I posture. I have fixed my posture and I am hydrating. Yeah, they really can. Which is funny because the Pyro Archon hasn't been introduced yet. Random Corvid fact. Ayo, it's a sign.
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most...
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
Who's Pete in this world? Hold on. Anyway. How is... I'm not the imposter this time, I swear. It's Wanderer this time. I feel like that's... A bird that would monologue about despair is probably gonna either be the one from 14, or, you know, maybe an African Grey who's seen a lot. Oh, man. I too am waiting for the Kirara Hangout event. I can't wait to bully myself. Pete is the mustache Archon. The secret 8th Archon. Peter Griffin.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
You know, it does not help that I have already watched the Scaramouche backstory cutscene on YouTube. Neat.
A puppet?
Trying to say that. Yeah. Anything I say is absolutely not canon. I am so non-canon. I am the imposter, I guess. Uh-oh. In my defense, this was over several months ago that I saw this. Wait, a Kaya hang... Has there not been a Kaya hang... Wait, a lot of the Monster characters didn't get hangouts, right? Now that I think about it. Huh. Will he do the Fandango? Okay, but like the fact that the music that plays when you meet him the first time in the 1.1 event is called the Ominous Fandango is very funny. There was a Diluc character quest. I don't think it was a hangout though, right? Say so, more like say crow. Ooh. Pokemon? Yeah, okay, so we know. What was he doing there? Vibing, I guess.
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Yeah, hangouts are for 4 stars. I wish that some of the... Okay, I like hanging out with some of the characters, so it's just like, I want all of them to have hangouts. Ooh, glare.
No, Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
We're very good at lying in these parts.
I agree. It does.
Oh my god, it
Considering
worked.
that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected, and that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
To be fair, Barbara got a hangout and a story quest, yeah? Was that about lying? I lied about it, I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. This is not a book. This isn't long enough to be a book. This is a pamphlet. Oh, no, there's a lot of dots. Okay, it's an extract. Never mind. A man arrived in Tatarasuna around 3 in the afternoon. From afar, he spied laborers walking among the... should I actually read this? Like out loud, or should I just skim it? Noelle, Bennett, and Diana. The entire thing. Okay. He spied laborers walking along the mountain roads towards the factories, their shoes scuffing along the jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half a head taller greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me? Sir Miyazaki, I cannot think that the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy on you. Miyazaki smiled like a young man taking the first steps on their journey, expression relaxed. Why, Katsuragi, Inazuma is the realm of the almighty Shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? And what about the good news? There was some, naturally. The two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with the other workers until the path's end. I mean, I don't blame her for skipping it. It's really long. Let's see. Razor, Kaya, and Amber, and Lisa. Oh, Barbara only got a hangout? I guess I'm misremembering that. Oh, yeah, I did misremember it. I don't know why, but I thought like the spicy drink was like part of the story quest. No, that was actually part of the hangout. Yeah, no, I remember that now. Let's see. Did I skip? I did. Wait. Oh, dang it. I have this entire thing. Oh, no. A young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now, the flames of a forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too, then, was the Flame Watcher an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard, and on his face he wore a smile. The workshop was huge and the furnace was deeper within. A reasonable person might think that there should have been many working alongside the Watcher, yet he stood alone. Only when Katsuragi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the Watcher turn. This Watcher was Niwa, armory officer and administrator of Tatarasuna. Born to the Niwa clan, which served as one of the 3 pillars of the Ishin art, Niwa never argued with his siblings and was a worthy successor by all accounts. The post he received as a result of his high standing with those in power served as a statement unto itself. Oh no, you bonked me! Why? I've been bonked. Guess I can't read the rest. Whoops. Let's see. Thank you for the excuse to get out of this. Lizards. Food. Whoa. You've done it. You've made it so like, wow, look, the Kabukimono was by the coast. Sunset fell to the accompaniment of darkness. The bands of twilight showed themselves not, for in their place did thunderclouds roil, grumbling the omens of a coming rainstorm. I'll remember this. You did this to yourself. Well, the compromise, I'll keep reading it from here. Darkness filled the flesh of the sea, and the dusk bade the clouds to kneel upon the land, its supplication mirroring the kabukimono, with knees bent and face pointed toward the waters. None passed that way, and none knew what he was waiting for in silence. Time passed, unmeasured and uncounted, till a black cloud suddenly tore free from the sky and began to circle the kabukimono, bearing down on him like a nightmare. Though he was not aware at first, after his studying gaze was refined by time, he understood. This cloud had marked him from the very start. Is his mom trying to find him? is the writing shogun just like, come home, what are you doing? 6.45 of the... Yes! Next, Manderville. Oh my god, the Alliance Raid 2. Okay, sorry. Outbound, a fishing boat drew near, the lights of its bow flickering in and out of sight beneath falling sheets of rain. A mist unspooled across the area, stealing sight from the fisherman. Repeatedly, he exclaimed, "It is but dusk. How are my eyes darkened? Is there anyone that can deliver my boat upon safe tides?" Like a falling spear, the black cloud reached the bottom of the boat and was joined in its bereftness of direction. Like a charging beast, they plunged into the shoreline. Scant steps away, the kabukimono stood idle, slanting his head to study the grand wreck. Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help, and with a plop, it landed at... Oh, what the heck? It landed at the kabukimono's feet. He crouched to better study the object, straining against the urge to... Isn't that a guy's arm? Excuse me? The thesis and... Well, this isn't actually the thesis. This is the short story version. But, you know, it probably goes along something lines of a... So, you know, that's probably how it goes. I don't know if this is the TLDR of the thesis. I think this is more like just... these are extracts. This is probably a really long book. Yeah, so he didn't eat the arm. Good for you. For the dark cloud swirling down had already picked the remnants of the ship clean. The kabukimono stared at it blankly like an awakening dreamer. When he returned to himself, the clouds had scattered, as if they'd never been there at all. As for the ship, could it have been struck down by the storm? Who was to know? Not the kabukimono. Bringing fish brought you dinner. Oh man, fish. I still have to get the catch. One day. Am I reading all of this? Oh look, it's unfinished. Murder, mayhem, clouds. There's nothing about the kabukimono here. Oh no, there is. Dang it. Okay, fine. I'll read the rest. Katsuragi rushed to the doorway and shouted, "My lord, things go ill at the furnace. I have searched for Sir Niwa, but there is no trace of him. And much time has passed since Sir Miyazaki left to seek aid, but he has yet to send us any missive. Look." Mikoshi Nagamasa turned slowly, his face grave as one attending a funeral. He spoke then, his words heavy laden. "I wish not to say such words, Katsuragi. Sir Miyazaki may never return." You know what'll happen? I don't know what'll happen. Okay. I'll have to hydrate. Katsuragi peered past Nagamasa's broad, stiff shoulders beyond the windows. Clouds above boiled in waves of black, as if darkness now was the only weather, and might even morph into an abyssal beast and devour Tatarasuna whole. Oh my god, come in. No! Oh no! Oh no! You know what? I am happy with that command existing. Let's go. Alright. I mean, to be fair, they added Stormblood for a time. Is that still going? We need Molly here. We need to go and play more of the critically acclaimed MMORPG. You're right. Let's see. Over 10 people had already perished. That was why... Why? Katsuragi recoiled as if struck. Yes, it was coming back to him now in dribs and drabs. That was why they had set out to seek aid. Miyazaki had been the first to set sail. The clouds had only just begun to form then. Traveling from Tatarasuna to Inazuma to ask for support was normally no great feat, and yet there had been no sign of his return. Then a second ship was sent, followed by a third and a fourth, till the Kabukimono himself had departed upon the tides under foul skies and ominous fortunes. It had been Katsuragi who had brought him back and treated him as his own, and it pained him greatly to see the lad go. Yet the situation in Tatarasuna was severe. Even should they sacrifice more lives, it would have been worth it to gain assistance from Inazuma City. Emmett Zila. What would Emmett Zila look like? I think that Zila in Emmett's outfit would be kind of cute, I won't lie. So I kind of want to see that one, but I think Emmett in Zila's outfit would be funny, and therefore I also want to see that one. I will say, if I'm going by like Emmett Zila, that's title, not his name. So, Zila in Emmett's outfit, I think. Although, yeah, you're right, everyone would appreciate Emmett in Zila's outfit. You're correct. I mean, let's see. Niwa was gone, and none could find him. Afterward, Nagamasa led a search party into the mountains in the area around the furnace, all to no avail. Folk began to wonder if Niwa might have encountered an accident, but worry soon turned to suspicion, and they wondered if he had fled, unwilling to bear the sin of having caused these incidents. The people grew ever more suspicious, and Nagamasa himself strained up against his discontent and fury. His face had grown to resemble the rumbling clouds above. Suddenly, a figure flashed by. Their presence did not go unnoticed by Nagamasa. He drew his blade and cut, though he only nicked the silken veil the intruder wore. For a moment, they swayed, and then like a marionette pulled by strings, they moved behind Nagamasa, laughing darkly. "Are you seeking someone, my lord? Niwa, perhaps?" Nagamasa bellowed in fury. "You dare address Sir Niwa directly?" Yet the figure parted like mist before his falling blade, only to rematerialize beyond reach, but not beyond sight. A ghastly apparition indeed. "Was it you who slew my people?" Nagamasa howled and charged, held back only by Katsuragi's desperate grip. As his senses returned to him, he realized he was but an inch away from falling into the furnace. "I'm done!"
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Wait! No! I'm not doing this! I'll read the abstract. Oh, this is an actual thesis. Okay. No! The Tatarasuna area has always been a major pillar of Inazuma's smithing industry. 2 incidents have occurred here, and the details behind the first are vague at best. I believe, however, that there might be a hidden history behind the events that transpired, hence this paper will attempt to analyze what may have unfolded from the available data. Here's the thing. If this were an actual thesis, the introduction would absolutely include a lit review that describes these particular things in more detail, so that someone who's reading it doesn't have to go and read the other thing. They get enough of what they're working off of to read your paper as well. I'm going to just skim this. I'm not reading this out loud. Wow, look at that. Do. Nozomu Hinjiro. Wow, look at that. Hearing is stalling. I'm not. I'll take the bonk. I'll do it. Okay, it sounds like this is more like... This feels like more like kind of a summary of the other things without much like... I don't know. Where are your sources, my guy? I'm being so critical unnecessarily. Okay. Interesting. Okay, no, there is some of original research here. It's mostly gathered from... I do wish that it's like... Okay, it's unfinished. They'll add that later. But you do need a source like everything you have in there. If it's unsourced, you can't really say it.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts.
No, you're
I
right.
don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it.
You could literally introduce the mysterious forces thing in the intro to be like, oh yeah, this is something that is considered by a lot of people. But like, you can, just kind of like you can go into the facts after the fact. Just like, okay, but here's what's actually there. Okay, I'm really digging too far into this. No, I wouldn't know about his sources because he didn't cite anything. He didn't quote anything. A beach story quest? I think it's just Golden Archipelago that does it, right? Besides Dodo King last year's as well. I do appreciate Akaba.
Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawana's narrative with political intrigue?
No,
Like,
don't.
I could
That's a
put
bad
war
idea.
Between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Don't make things up! You're going to get kicked out!
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
That's a pretty good one, Paimon. My source is... I made it up. Yeah, that's literally it. Okay, has this guy ever written an essay?
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get.
Okay, but Sada, what you can do from there is look at like newer things. You can cross-reference things as well. Like use newer information to make different types of interpretations of older things. You know? Because people have different thought processes, and especially if it's vague. Okay, listen. I apparently have strong feelings about this that I did not realize that I had.
Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Well, you could look at an archaeologist from Inazuma, probably.
Good point.
But yeah, no, you're
back
making
to
it
the
up, so
drawing board,
no.
I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
That's fair.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
You're gonna need it.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
We're not gonna let him know, are we? Because we do have more info. We're not gonna let him know, are we? F. I
Hey,
want to know as well
talking
what would happen if you pointed a laser
yes,
pointer in front of
it's a cat,
Kirara.
isn't it?
She is a cat. And she does like hunting. I don't know. Do they have laser pointers? Maybe in Fontaine. I don't know. They had robots in that trailer.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh?
Shh, don't address the Raiden Shogun in my party. I think that's the puppet version, right? Because like I remember seeing like a video out there where they're like, yeah, she doesn't breathe the misted air in Dragon Spine. You're right, the Ruin Guards have laser targeting. I feel like that's a different type of thing though. Oh no, because of the deep water. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope that it's not mandatory, at least.
After all, we kicked
Hello?
his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
I mean, I changed my capstone topic a month from turning it in. But that was more due to logistical issues. Ugh. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that it's not, like, that bad for you. Thinking about it. Said the thing about the laser point. Oh no, I'm sorry. Drink some water. I am doing well. Oh, wait, he's just there. Hold on.
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there.
Hold on, what? Man's just taking a stroll, I guess.
He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Scary mustache, oh no. Oh shoot, thank you for the gift stub. Stub? Sub. I can't speak, I'm sorry. The big paragraphs from earlier just stole all of my words. They're gone now. Gifting stuff. I'm sorry. And I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. If it's away from you, is what he would say. Hey, how's it going? What's he doing outside? And inside now, I guess. Actually, no. Nahida would not lock him up.
There you are.
She wouldn't. Not after she was locked up for so long. She wouldn't do that to someone else.
Nahida, bad news. We just saw
He's right there, Paimon.
strolling around in public.
Please don't give to stabs. No.
Did he escape or? Ah, it's him!
He's so unimpressed. I know some of these references just because of like jokes and stuff that have been like chilling and AFKing and yeah. Oh.
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey, what are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be lacked out?
Oh, thank you for follow. I think it was. Oh, I wonder why it's not muted anymore. I think it was muted in the beginning. There's a couple that I seem to have missed. I unfortunately lived under a rock, so I picked up a lot of this stuff through cultural osmosis, kinda, from school.
I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain.
I feel like she wouldn't be able to lock him up in a place.
It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. We
Oh.
made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
He doesn't really have much left. Like, he's not a part of the Fatui anymore. He doesn't have access to the Evangelion robot anymore, I hope. And, like, he can't exactly go back to Inazuma. He really has nowhere to go.
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
You know, the giant robot he fights you in Evangelion.
But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Murder is bad. Probably.
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Yeah, like a Gundam, but like it had like a slimmer design that looked more like an Evangelion Gundam, sort of, than other ones. Oh, Neon Genesis Evangelion? Yeah, I haven't watched it either, but I've absorbed a lot of it through cultural osmosis. Like, congratulations! And you know, get in the robot, Shinji.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Why are you like this?
That escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
I'm calm.
But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows I need to watch too. Oh my gosh.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
You but.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
Fair, I don't think... what is it? We never found out what Nahida's deal with the Torre was, right? Like, the specifics anyway? We got a general vibe.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you.
Oh, they're just gonna bring it up, okay.
Struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which
Yeah.
I gained valuable information.
Yeah, she just never told
You'll
us.
come to understand more about that in the fullness of time.
Which doctor do you want to be friends with? Apparently there's several of them running around.
The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position.
Kind of interesting how they used this to separate him from us over here, as like a visual like indicator of where we stand. Anyway.
Yes, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
What adventure rank am I? 50 something, I think. I can't remember. I'll check after this. Oh, she had to do right. That was the deal.
Wait a second. Farmer? You
He'll
mean
make more.
he's not a harbinger anymore?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
I don't find any joy in this, but you know, he's a bit of a loser. Oh man. Oh, that was for the Gnosis. Right. Been a little minute.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers.
The Meowsis. Hi! Oh, you don't have to apologize for being late. Yeah, I do remember the info about the sibling, like the fact that our sibling is actually in the Akasha, like the in Irminsul, like in their records is interesting because we don't have our information in there. Oh no, the data's failing. No! It's okay, it's okay, the VOD will still be here. I'll be back on Wednesday, it's fine. I'm getting it. I mean, he did lose, so...
So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
So sarcastic. Really? What a crying shame.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
Ooh, that would be fun. Good luck with that. I try to not to do any spoilers. I've kind of spoiled myself on this a bit already because I saw the backstory cutscene, so I know how Scaramouche became the way he was. Like, he used to be nice.
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
No, I don't think she is. She has her own, like, opinions.
Obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
As an outside party, Paimon, I feel like Nahida is, Oh, there's another part to it? Ooh.
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Here's the thing. I don't know how Wanderer feels about A is the thing. If he doesn't want to see her, then I feel like in that case, like, one should just respect that, even if we would want a reconciliation between them. I don't know. It's fully up to him. As much of a jerk as he can be, like, that's his thing. Oh, shoot! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Or have I told... Osakrina is awesome as Paimon, you're right. Welcome, welcome. That's also true. It's just, if he doesn't want to see her again, that's all. Thank you for helping with the mod part. Thesis reading hours. No, we're not doing that anymore.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you...
Yeah.
Are you serious about this?
I hope you have been well, Raiders. What were you playing? I don't think it said. It's been a while since I had to remember Twitch etiquette.
Yes.
And a shout out. Genshin. Oh god, the Aranara quest line. Oh no. I still have to do that. That blocked me like a couple times during the TCG event. Yeah, that takes like hours. Oh, there it is. It worked this time.
I have my reasons for
Yes.
this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
How's stream so far? I have read most of someone's book out loud. Read through a thesis and working through possibly giving Wanderer a name tag. Maybe.
Yes,
He doesn't get one yet.
as I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Ara with an N in the middle. That's true.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Oh, do we get to know more about this?
Mhm.
Oh, shoot.
You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point.
Ooh. Everyone's playing Genshin right now. It's because Fontaine's coming back. So it's just like we need to catch up on things.
It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am.
I feel like he didn't care. 50 Shades of Genshin, oh no! Like completing the long list of yeah, you're right. I have so many quests. Oh my god. And I have I think I haven't even gotten my statue of the Dendro statue up past like level 2 or something. I haven't done like any exploration.
He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect.
I mean, to be fair, like they could be edible. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. That's all.
The amount
Wow,
of
Gnosis.
information in
What?
Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me.
Oh yeah, Christina V is in Genshin. I believe as Bennett and Shincho. I think both of them. Okay, I will stop gremlin sitting. Ugh.
So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information and should be able to find it more quickly.
I mean, she can read his mind, so.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
He's tried to kill us on multiple occasions.
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There's
Aww.
a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns.
Oh, that's so sad, actually. Yeah, that's true. But I don't play Lalafell, so I'm not like true gremlin. I can change him. Okay, it worked though.
As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you.
What's wrong with Lalas? Nothing. They are just true gremlins because they are, for whatever reason, Lalafells tend to be the most unhinged in the best way. I feel I should preface. I do have a Lala alt though that I'm working on, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get there. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be. I really am so freaking happy to be here. I didn't think that they would be able to happen. Slash pet.
If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
How this is so much better than just like a like a little poster on a roof. No, not punting.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
What happened if Kirara was given catnip? My assumption, probably a cat reaction. Although some cats don't react to catnip, so I don't know. I don't know if Kirara's ever done drugs. Probably not on the job, though. Ara nara. Is my alt... I have a couple of alts. Some of them are, some of them aren't. She would be in a predicament, especially if she doses on the job. There we go. What can we
I was going
do?
to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection.
Oh, thank you for the resub. That's why Kirara's Tentro. No!
In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Oh, roger that. Gotta fix all the things. Everything is very jank.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease.
Pause, I can taste colors. Oh no. If someone shipped the cat... Ooh, that's a question. I feel like in that circumstance, maybe the... No, but if they don't know what's in the package... Yeah, I don't know what would happen in that circumstance. That sounds like a problem. A problem, if you will. Oh, come on. Araro. I'll change it up if it continues.
Of course, I'll be here to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Ooh.
Great, thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Hacker voice. We're going in.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last
Oh,
time.
thank you for the follows.
The colors are gentler.
Oh, it is nice.
Because Sumeru's at peace now.
And there's no corrupted knowledge and stuff. Oh, hey, what up? Oh, I can't run again. Hello.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company.
God.
Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
He's such a little shit. Oh, it's great. Yeah, Nahida sent me to babysit you.
Shut your beak, jailbird. No way a prisoner gets to be so smug.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Ooh.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments,
She is
you'll be
supervising
entered
us.
into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through.
Wait, did I get it? Oh no, I got another RR. You guys. Arara. Change the pitch this time. Let's see what else I can do. Oh, next time I'll say like nyara nyara. Why would I say? Oh no, I said my plans out loud. Now you'll know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, this is the dark web. But in the form of a tree.
I know there are many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. this is as much for your own safety as anything else.
No, you can't do it. Cause that's why I wrote on there you get one. It's one per person per stream. Oh, come on. Why are you working together? Nyara nyara. Y'all are working together and I don't know how I feel about that. Chat is coming together as one. Of 4 kids? Honestly, yeah, that's fair. I grew up on I watched 4 kids growing up as well. 1 Legion, oh god.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are going to be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Is this his way of flirting? Because he's always very, yeah. Because like he's usually so abrasive. I thought he would like make fun of us more.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
He's been around for a while. So much
If there are no
sass.
further objections, I suggest we get going.
All right then, Kabukimono.
Or did
Don't
you
need any
some
arms.
time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh. The snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
I mean, to be fair, Traveler is also 500 years old, but like they just spent most of that time like asleep? ? Or caught in boxes, whatever was happening in the beginning cutscene. I'm not adding that routine. Yeah, they were like asleep or something. Focus on doing your job.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Stop sleeping. Oh man. Oh, where are we going?
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
I was oh.
Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
It reminds me of Kingdom Hearts a little bit. Like the end of the world segment. I don't know why.
Irminsul is
Either that or, you know,
intertwined with the
14
entirety of
Bit
Teyvat.
end of the world
Every bit
segment.
of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Oh, you still have the clip. Oh my gosh.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
He sounds so done.
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen?
I feel like we would not be okay. He sounds so in debt. Listen, we respect a good bag.
What are you
I don't know.
smirking at?
It'd be cool to have that kind of bag in real life though. Like that particular bag. Did Paimon sometimes does
I
that.
was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost.
Oh, you mean like that one time in the Samsara?
Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
You get lost in here and you wake up in Star Rail instead. Oh, I am forced to walk. Tree.
These sapling things have spread out.
Oh.
Those are all
was it
packets of
effective?
information from inside Irminsul.
Okay, this is
Be careful
actually
not to touch them.
packets of information. This does feel very technology. Huh. Are we in the Matrix?
It looks the same in every direction.
Huh. He's more used to it. Well, I mean... So, like,
Wonder he mentioned
he's a
about his
puppet,
boss.
but, like...
Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth.
Is there, like, programming and stuff?
What is it this time?
How... Is, like,
time and
A
place to
programmer?
lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
Cool. Why did we collect little
here.
packets?
What a huge tree!
Okay, this is the center of Irminsul. All the information in the world is flowing through it.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
I mean, she is a hikikomori. She doesn't leave her. He doesn't leave. She sends her puppet to leave. He hasn't put up any resistance, and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. First, Takaba and Sawada's stories, now this. What a strange individual. Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of trees. There's a lot of important trees, just in general.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Yeah. Oh, they're like, son, gotta sip some water. Don't have tea, otherwise I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just sip some tea while we try to wait for the tea.
Would you like to talk?
Nahida? Is this a telepathic conversation?
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
Is this a group chat?
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
Guessing that you don't want us to disturb the Balladeer.
That's part of it.
Go
Plus,
beyond by Paimon,
we're
no!
friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Yeah, no, she literally just made a private VC.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
He's a tsundere. Yeah, and he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
As I
Like an
told you
adventurer.
before, there's
Ooh.
still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Blood for the blood god. What are you, a hummingbird? Is it about his past? The betrayals? Other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Apasia at... I can't speak. Anyway. At that place. Oh!
So,
Have we not told anyone about this?
he made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
He always kind of acts like he's hurt and angry.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Don't curse. I actually do curse quite a bit, but that's because I live on the East Coast and that just it's a thing that happens. Oops.
Because from what they were saying, it's
Scaranara.
Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination.
Okay, sometimes it slips, okay?
How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
Realistically, you wouldn't be able to. Okay. You're right, but still.
So the Gase got it right?
Well, they guessed right
Guess.
about Blink. Tatara Suna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
I see he's got some FOMO. He sees people are joining the the VC, but there's a limit on how many people are in there, so you can't join. I don't know. I don't know how he feels about her.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We could be talking about so many other things. You're right, but also, you're not the center of the universe, even though we're at the center of the. Anyway, NDAs.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
The conversation with you is hard work, but your attitude is better than I thought. Yeah.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage.
You know what? I do respect that. A different counter. I think it is on here. You're more than welcome to test it. Oh shoot, 32nd anniversary. Oh my gosh, Sonic is older than my existence.
Huh? Wait.
Dun dun dun.
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Oh.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Paimon's getting to that.
Shh. Just wait.
Do we get to see?
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth
Uh-oh.
the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
Oh no, this isn't good.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
No. Oh no.
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me
The
great
famous June?
hospitality,
June
as has
Yun?
Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatara Suna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown, all passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me. And now, every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us.
Oh,
You
whoops.
flatter
Oh, no.
me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma, and it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected, because I didn't want to speculate, and I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems?
Ooh.
Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope, but that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
I'm not sus. I swear. He's
I'm
sus.
just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Oh, his face is gone. Oh, never mind. It's just hidden.
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Is his arm moving to the knife on his back?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Is he gonna get stabbed in the back? Oh!
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
Guys, I saw the death happen here. Escher is sus. Escher's the imposter. Uh-oh.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
Wait, is he actually an imposter?
and what
Wait.
I seek in Tatara Suna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
You just... Shapeshifter's enabled. Oh no! He got an accent! That's how we know he's evil.
There's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment.
Oh man, but the enunciated.
If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity.
Oh, there it is.
I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
The Fatui? Who? What do you want?
Experiment. But yeah. Oh well. See you on Wednesday. Good luck with your flight.
Just to create a
The doctor.
minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it. That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
That is some really good acting. Also, it's okay. I'm not that miffed about spoilers for Genshin. Try not to do it. I don't know a lot of like the things I'm going through right now, but he's fine.
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise.
Someone call a doctor. A person is dying. Well, there is a doctor here. I don't think he's gonna be helping though.
My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate.
No.
So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet.
Oh no, that.
Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
If you give him my heart,
Would he respect that?
both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us.
I feel like he's not gonna respect your last wishes. He did just kill you.
He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that are people like you.
What a beautiful way to
Venom.
see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself.
I haven't seen this much betrayal since the Among Us stream.
Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Also, man, are you monologuing? I don't think I can hear you anymore.
I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa. Already dead. What a pity.
Oh, the condescension! Huh.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me, creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was.
How old is he? I'm sure he's extended his life by, unsavory means, but, This little boy, the doctor? Old enough to be our father, probably several times over.
I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
I don't think he's a dolphin. Nope. All the same age. Oh! He's not okay. Hey, nope, there's no therapist into that.
Hey, are you alright?
That's...
Dottore?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dottore!
Yeah, that is his name.
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
He's the one behind all his trauma, and that's, Oh, we're gonna see how this turns out.
Why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Yeah, he just had the foundations of his worldview shaken real bad.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
I think it means nothing is more trying to convince himself than the rest of us. Oh boy. He's not okay.
Give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
I'm worried he's gonna end up self-destructing somehow.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday.
Oh, thank you for that, Rimuru. Ooh.
So now
A
you
little
have
shaken.
complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future.
Oh my gosh, you guys need to stop colluding with each other.
Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject.
You're right, it was literally the doctor all along. For 500 years! That's insane!
After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process.
I was gonna do a scared one, but like, since this is technically on behalf of your first one, I'll do a proper one. Ara ara. Okay.
The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, This device seems to have protected me. What's in it? The mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift.
Oh.
He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for. He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
He really was the imposter the whole time. Oh. No wonder he's so angry all the time. Doesn't mean the vengeance was the right decision. We can say that from our wonderfully tall view from our glass castle or whatever that phrase is.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
It's difficult.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Oh. Where do I wait? I don't... Oh, I just walk up to him. Okay. Jenny's looking for her vengeance.
See how he's doing?
It wasn't intentional, I swear.
Hey, you alright?
I mean, I already didn't like Dottore just because of what happened with Kole in the Genshin manga. Like, I do in fact draw the line at child experimentation. So, I think it's a pretty generous line. So, not the biggest fan. Good enemy, though.
That's a scary expression.
Scary mustache.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
It's complicated.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
I'm on, just
That's why we're
let
here.
him be.
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
But wasn't the sibling found in Irminsul?
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Which does have some implications to it. Okay, not unexpected, but still,
Don't
thank
thank
you.
me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in
Oh, there we go.
Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria and lived with your sister for a time.
What?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Honestly, of all of us, Wanderer or Kole have like first dibs on punching him in the face.
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul. But was it valuable?
Kinda.
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
A bit ominous, but I kind of feel like he does need it. I don't know how I feel about the JoJo posing, but Woo. Oh, why are we in a bubble?
What have you done?
Wait, no, you're supposed to take time for yourself. Why are we also here? This isn't good.
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Give me your hand.
Okay. Wander and Kole forming an odd friendship over their dislike of Dator is funny.
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Yes? I don't know. I don't think that would be my first thought. My first thought would probably be like, are you trying to read my mind?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore.
All right, no, that is something that he did. Never
All
mind.
I can do is exchange a few words with you.
Yes, also, can you buy me dinner first?
So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Oh, huh. Oh. Oh, the pity. The pity is high.
Done.
Oh.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
So I'm guessing the traveler responded, but we as the audience don't get to know what just happened.
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me.
Says, I want you to answer a question. No, I was just thanking him. Oh, wait. Yeah, so he was reading your head. He was reading your mind. I'm pretty sure he was reading his mind. And, like, after asking that, probed out, like, the necessary, like, information.
So long.
Oh, shoot, he cut
I
it
suggest
off.
You get yourselves out of here
Uh-oh.
quickly.
Where are you going?
That's not good.
Stop! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Paimon, we have to stop him. He's about to do a dumb.
But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
He's about to do a dumb. You're not gonna be changing the past. Not
From
really.
this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
That's not gonna stop that. It's just gonna erase the memories.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
He already is.
You know, I never did like insects.
Oh my god.
Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are.
Well, you can't do that. You're a tree.
But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve
Oh.
to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set
No,
right.
it can't.
It's time to solve this once and for all.
Oh man.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Oh man, I wish we actually got to answer that. We can't find him, can we? Sir, you're making a mistake.
Oh no, he's really
Oh yeah, that command does still work. I haven't been saying that recently though. It's not how time travel. Yeah, it's not even time travel though, is the thing. It's just wiping the information from the world.
Oh, can you hear me?
Greater wait, who? Ruka de I don't know who that is.
Nihida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
I have no regrets.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
He's about to do something stupid.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left.
Nita before no, she was always small.
Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or Did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Forgot what? No, that's the history of Sumeru, as is written. Also, hello! I'm just giving my chat psychic damage.
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
What do you mean? No, Nahida has always been Sumeru's Archon. She used up all her power and then was, then became small. It was always Nahida. I'm just being a little shit. No, I deserved that. I deserved that bonk. Oh, thank you.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone seemed to get a headache one of those days. It was really weird. But I'm sure it was nothing.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
Did it teleport us? Also, thank you guys for the follows.
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
Did we just get grounded?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An
We just got
emergency?
grounded.
How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
The thing is, the Fatui wouldn't be able to erase their crimes with Irminsul, but would be able to erase the Fatui, as in, like, the knowledge that the crimes were done by the Fatui. It would just be filled in with someone else. We got grounded by a radish. Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes you get grounded by a radish.
Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Don't worry about that, Paimon. I guess the reason that we didn't have our memories altered was because we're not technically in Irminsul, so we couldn't be affected. I think that's how it works, so Descenders wouldn't be affected by it. Just wanted to play patty cake! Yeah, he lost because neither of us did the patty cake. Paimon's brain juice is sloshing around. My brain juice is also sloshing around.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible.
My bet on why the Fatui are still diplomats is because Snezhnaya probably is actually politically pretty powerful, so they can get away with a lot of things. And still be considered too important to, like, fully cut off, right? Because, like, all the Catherines are from Snezhnaya, right? So, like, they're probably pretty important in the grand scheme of things in, like, trade or something like that. So, they could just get away with it, really. Openly evil, but no one can stop you. My brain juice sloshing around implying that, let me just grab a little post-it that says DUM and put it on my face.
Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Exactly. Although if you erase the knowledge of Paimon, then, like, the water would still be drunk! It would drinking, gone. The water would still be devoured. Speaking of, you're right, I should hydrate. True, yeah, they handle the banks. Which is neat because Leah handles the currency.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do.
Would it though? Yes, it would, because it's just the knowledge of Paimon that would be gone. Paimon wouldn't be gone. Like, yeah, it got retro erased, but like the water would still be gone, but like the culprit would be like someone else, probably. Or like it evaporated or something. It would just get retconned. Like, events would still have happened, they just would have a different reason for why they happened the way they did.
Paimon's so confused.
And because it like affects everyone in the world collectively, then like everyone would remember that event that way, so no one would question it. So yeah, people just, if everyone collectively remembers one thing, then like that's just how it's gonna end up being remembered. That's history then. Reverse amnesia, yeah, basically. Oh no, we broke it. Where are we?
Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladier's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress.
Technically, it's still your fault, Paimon.
But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
Just a theory.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working.
Oh no, the brain juice is evaporating.
Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Paimon sounds like a super exasperated babysitter. Paimon never had it. No, she's a lavender melon, and therefore she has to have juice in there, right? Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. That would be bad! Also, yeah, no, she's floating. She should be able to avoid that. Anyway, worst case scenario, no, they're not... You've been through this before! It doesn't make them disappear!
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
Like, all that'll happen is just like, either like, oh, a nameless individual went into the furnace, or like, some random harbinger was behind this thing, but like, they either don't remember it, or just a different name. And then they like, you know, died or something. You've been through this, you know this! Yeah, I mean... I guess.
Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
I mean, Traveler is the only one left who remembers this. I really hope he doesn't misremember how it works.
So, how about,
Aww.
we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here.
Yeah, fair.
Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake.
Yeah, that all does sound really good.
And Dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad.
At least Paimon will get to sleep.
Also, Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup.
She's gonna pass out now, yeah.
And
What is with the camera? Bye, Paimon. I'll assume Traveler was just up the whole time. Paimon? Are we in a samsara?
What do we...
Oh no, we're in a samsara again.
doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about.
Or no, he succeeded? The Balladeer? Oh, yep, he succeeded. He erased himself. It's not gonna change anything, but...
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
And... Oh. That is a very... That's an emote. Oh, man. If we got erased... I mean, we wouldn't even be able to be erased, right? Because we're not in Irminsul to be erased in the first place. He did it. Huh.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
Let's go talk to Nahida.
So, the Balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
Let's... Do we go back to Inazuma?
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
Oh, we are! Oh! Okay!
Time by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Let's just go. What in the world is happening? Control Alt Delete. Oh, no, come on. We just Alt F forward the Balladeer. Here's your fortune. The world's fucked. You can up that profanity counter if you want. Okay. Ah,
We've made it to Amanoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while.
hi there. What's up? How's the weather?
Of course. Go ahead.
Could you tell me about the story again?
Now there's a question I wasn't expecting.
8.
Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju.
You're grounded. I'm literally in Inazuma. Nahida, like, looking at us disappointed when we come back, like, with the single lamp on, just like, where have you been? Where have you been? And we're just like, we just, you know, went out to grab some, food for Paimon. And it's just like,
Honey, I was out there in the markets and I didn't see you.
anyway. I don't know why I'm turning it into that. Tell me about the rabbits. Oh, no.
The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
I never remembered to begin with. Ouch! Oh, ouch!
Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
Oh, I forgot. Wow, we all got a headache. That's so weird.
But fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh, yeah, we were. Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed.
Oh boy. While things are loading, the kind of like the loading screen is just a bunch of meows and goose honks. Yeah, that'd be funny. That's why they all have headaches. Do we have a stream schedule? Yes, I do. It is on Twitch. I have it under the schedule. It is 7 to 9 Eastern on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then on Friday, I do Savage rating with my static in Final Fantasy XIV from 9:15 to 11:15. For right now, you know, while the Savage tier is still going on. 7 to 9. I know. I'm gonna go a little bit over just because I do want to finish this up. I don't know how much longer it
This
is
was
though.
not
If it's
made
too
known to
long, then maybe
me
not.
For most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunin,
Oh, still a
it
ways
was
to
right
go.
that I
Ooh.
should know the truth.
All right, I'll guess I'll finish up this bit then, and then go on Wednesday. Am I busy with other games? Yeah, I don't I don't really play Genshin outside of doing it for stream. Cause like I still like playing Genshin, but like I'm more doing 14 and Star Rail recently, and also occasionally Tears of the Kingdom when I can. I only just got to the Rito Village, by the way, so I'm really behind on that. Okay. I thought if it was just like, you know, finishing up like maybe like half an hour I could go over, but like if it's longer than that, then I'll leave it for Wednesday.
There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale.
It's more dialogue. Okay. That's fair.
The Raiden Gokunin
I do have to finish this
were
one
the targets of
though.
a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatara Suna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatara Suna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan.
I'll be finishing up this cutscene just because there's no way for me to actually, you know. Just because it also seems like a decent place to leave off to.
Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives,
Oh.
Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out.
It does make sense that it would like, yeah, because like Dottore would have no reason to pin it on Niwa anymore. Interesting. Do I have a stream Discord for compiling clips? I don't. I might grab the. I'm trying to figure out a lot of things right now with like a clips channel or something like that. I might try to see about doing that, but that's also for like after I get like the big stuff on Twitch finalized, like a model and new alerts and things, which I swear I am working on.
The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's
Oh
fortunes.
no.
His orphan son was left to fend for himself and grew up deeply resentful at the world.
Oh no. Wait, did he have a son originally? I think he did.
In his heart,
Oh
the whole
no.
of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy.
Someone else?
He hated
Oh, he
the almighty
did.
Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him.
Ooh. I guess that means that Scaramouche's vengeance arc got transferred to this kid because in Irminsul, that's the most likely thing that would have happened.
Powerless,
Ah.
the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery.
I don't think Wander is going to be very happy about this.
Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it.
He didn't call him the Balladeer. Wanderer. Yeah, it's the Wanderer interlude quest. I'm probably gonna stop soon just because I'm at the tail end of my thing, but I'll finish it up on Wednesday.
Finally, he made a drastic decision
Uh-oh.
to take revenge on the Raiden Gokunin. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent-up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to.
Oh, yikes.
His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden.
I think that blacksmith is used to hammering. For very long periods of time, you know. Oh, I don't have a Discord. Sorry. I mean, I have a I don't have a server. There we go. That's how words work. He's gonna tink a ton. I haven't played that game.
But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares.
Oh,
They fought
yikes.
back fiercely, and they did not spare his life.
Tinkaton kills Corvinites for sport, and I think that's hilarious and terrifying. What time on Wednesday? For Central, that would be 6 p.m. I think I'll be starting. Converting quickly in my brain. Hajime. Oh.
That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Legend of the Raiden Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmiths. Yeah, nothing changes. It's just the culprit changes because they need to fill it in with someone.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Where's Kazuha?
Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
Good for him. Traveler! Come on, my guy! No, they're not... Okay, it is a fear, and when something of this big of a scale happens, and I get it. Yeah, it's the how, not the what. Cause like, that's what happened with the last thing that happened as well. That, wow, I don't remember what happened there.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Yep, you know what? We're stopping here. No! Of course! I knew it. I knew I was gonna get quest locked at some point. I freaking knew it. What is it quest locked by? New shoots from old branches, which is freaking god heck. Amazing. And it's the same quest. Oh, the quest location is currently busy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why is the quest... They're reserving it? I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to book the location in advance. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I get locked like every time. I was expecting it at some point. That's what I do. I'm just gonna go into it until I can switch back. Oh yeah, I know. I have a lot. I'm aware. Things were going too smoothly. This one is locked behind everything. So what happened? I got quest locked, which is a great place to end this. Oh man. It's okay. I'll get to that next time. I'll start it, and then I will unblock it. I will unclog this pipeline. I'll do it on stream. I'll make sure to do it on stream. But it is funny that happened. I knew it. Oh man. Is there anybody streaming? No one that I follow. Interesting. Okay. Hoyo did a quality of life. for this. Oh, I'm glad you had fun. I think that the quality of life for quests was more about like the story quests. Like when you unlock it to use up keys, it like auto accepts the quest, which will clog your story pipeline. Yeah, it's also a future update, but like that's what's being covered there. It's not the you get quest locked when someone is busy on someone else. It's more just you won't immediately quest lock yourself if you accept a story quest. But that's not gonna help my situation. I wonder if they're gonna make it retroactive too, but I don't think it will. Which sucks. Next time on Genshin Impact Z. Let's see. Let us see who is streaming. By the way, I'm still not following every, like I haven't hunted down every other voice actor's like Twitches yet. So if one of them is streaming and I don't realize, like feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna hunt through the Genshin category to see if I can find someone to raid. And also, I will take suggestions. Or I could just end it. I don't know. Who knows? We will meet again. No, wait, that's a different quest. No, I did that quest already. It was pretty sad. No. Doesn't seem like it, yeah. Shoot. No one is awake on a Monday night? What? Oh shoot. Or they're working. Yeah, that's fair. Right, yeah, no, time zone differences. It's like 6 p.m. in PST. That's very feasible. Dang, imagine living in the past, right? Do not call you out. It's the least I can do. East Coast gang built different, you're right. Just gotta... shoot. Well, I guess I'll just end it then. Right then, that's a little anticlimactic. Oh yeah, tit for tat. West Coast, best coast? I don't know. Yes, can't believe. Do we want to raid Final Fantasy 16? That's true too. It's just if you know someone who's streaming right now that you would want me to raid, then like I'm down to do that. It doesn't have to be Genshin. One day I'll play that. One day I will play Final Fantasy 16. I need a good PS5 for that. Ooh, hit me with it. One day I'll get a PS5. One day I'll not play 14 and do that instead. No, that's not gonna happen. Help, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in Eorzea. Oh, if it does come to PC, then I might. Katharina Game is playing D&D. I do like myself some D&D. Oh, shoot, Resu friend. I will do a callback. Sorry, I think I'll do old Resu friend just because like it's a fun callback. Oh, 16. 12-hour stream? Oh my gosh. Good luck to them. Did I do Archon Quest 4 on stream? I don't think I did. I did that. I kind of bum rushed the Sumeru story quests. I did enjoy them. I didn't skip. I did do them very quickly though before Kirara came out because of the mats being locked behind Nahida's second story quest. So If I complete the story quests, I'm probably gonna keep working through all of my other quests. I have a lot of character quests and hangouts and things. Like, this will absolutely carry me through into Fontaine and further beyond, because I bet that Fontaine will quest lock me again. Yeah, I mean, I would not be able to do a 12-hour stream. I think I would perish. But that I did find them, so I will do here. And they're a bird. Perfect. Oh yeah, I gotta do the R&R quest to do Yoimiya's. Ah. Oh, 100% good luck. I do not have the courage. Yada yada. Fair enough. Yada yada. I'll take it. Ship it. Deliver it. Express delivery. Let's go. Thank you guys for hanging out. And I will see you guys. Oh, let me start the raid. That's how that works. No, I accidentally clicked off of it. No, everything's falling apart. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Start that. Oh my gosh. Alright. Kirara Nara. Kirara Nara. Kirara Nara. There we go. That's how it works. Now I kind of want to draw that as an emote. Maybe one day. Wait, what? No! Why did it unraid? Twitch! Twitch? What are you doing? Stop that. Oh my gosh. You guys are just plotting to use Ara Ara for an entire stream, aren't you? I'd like to see you try. Okay. So, thank you guys for hanging out. Take it. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. Okay. Take care. I will see you on Wednesday for... I'll come up with a name for Wanderer. Oh my gosh. Oh, I should not underestimate your power, but I am going to throw it out into the world that I don't think you could do that for an entire stream. Named Emmett Silk! No! Wanderer. That's a good one too. Alrighty. Well, take care, you guys. Goodbye.